My good buddy Jason Mansour, supporter of the cause. Thank you, Jason. Couldn't get enough Big Log, so when he saw this dude on YouTube called Kirby's Covers Campfire version of Robert Plant's Big Log, he asked if I would pick it apart. Of course I will oblige. This is rather complicated, so you will find this sheet of paper just like original Big Log, which had a super secret backwards code name. I don't remember. So we're going to call this one Put Another Log on the Fire. Go to RyanLent.com, show notes, and super secret backwards code. Put another log on the fire for this tab to follow along with this video. And of course, I will link to Mr. Kirby's Kirby cover of Big Log in the description so you can have some context as well. But he starts the song just the same as the regular song starts. Open E, slide from 3 to 5, A3, 5, open, A minor 7, that's A minor with no ring finger or an open G string. Then the real song goes, but Mr. Kirby just kind of skips the open E string and goes, except it's a little, we gotta do this together. But do it however you want. That's super unimportant. Not the intro in entirety, but how the rhythm goes and whether or not you skip the E string. Okay. All right. As I always say, the goal of Campfire songs is to get as much of the original song as you can as just one guitar player, and I must give Mr. Kirby mad props. And also, the measure breaks on this sheet of paper that you should be following along with aren't exactly precisely measure breaks. They're just kind of train of thought rest spots, and I'm going to take this one chord at a time because the song is like Greek to me. All right, on A minor, regular A minor, not A minor 7, start on your D string plucking and pluck D, G, open B, and then put your pointer finger back down, and that's where you start strumming, and the B string goes 1, open 1, 3, 1, 3, and then strum up with your pointer finger back where it goes so that we emphasize that E string. And then 3, 1 before we go into the G chord. So here we go. The G chord's got to be Tom Petty G, so pinky finger on baby E3, ring finger on other E3, and middle finger on A2, and the B string is going to go open, 1, open, 1, open, 1, open, and then middle finger's got to sneak down to G2, and then back to where it belongs. Or not really back to where it belongs if you just kind of leave it hanging. And don't, kind of mute the A string with your ring finger, which will kind of happen naturally anyways. You don't have to worry about putting it back since it's such a fast thing. So open, 1, open, 1, hammer on pull off, G2, back to regular, and then we're going to abandon the bass notes of our G chord so that we can go open 1, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 1, open on the B string. So the whole G now. Next comes D minor, the chord everyone always forgets. Baby E1 with your pointer finger. Middle finger goes on G2 and ring finger goes on B3. And on this one, the middle finger is going to come off. And now we're going to abandon our D minor for just a moment and slide up with our ring finger to the 4th fret of the G string from the 2nd fret. And then do the hammer on pull off move from 2 to 4, open, back to D minor. So. And then we're going to do the move from the song, which is D7, G5, down to D5, G4, and down 2 more frets from that, D3, G2. So, from the D minor. And then an F major 7 with a C in the bass. Sounds more complicated than it is. All you're going to do is B1, G2, pinky finger gets D3, and ring finger gets A3. That's the C in the bass, and that open E string is the major 7, so. whole section. D minor. Actually, maybe that backward strum was in the song. I don't know. It's been a long time. Anyways, then we're going to do that same little walk down move on the D and the G strings into an E minor. And this is awesome. Grab G2, B1, and you're going to pluck, strum both those two and slide up 2 frets. And then it's a double slide, double pull off. Back into E minor. So from 4-3, slide down 2 frets, pull them both off, back into our E minor. So, home stretch of the intro. Now we're going to do the other walkie-downy thing from the real song, A7 and D5, A5 and D3, A3 and D2 into a D minor chord. But all we're going to do on this D minor chord is lift our pointer finger up, thank goodness. And then one more walkie-downy thing. You don't really have time to those last two, so just kind of hit them both into the intro lick. So here we go. Alright, we've made it to the first line of the singing. It's an A minor 7, and he's singing his singy words, and the only fill of the singing part happens here. It's off your A minor 7, which is convenient because you have extra fingers. So on the E string, 3, A open, 3, and then where your middle finger is, 2 open, A3. So into D minor, G, any G you want. Now A minor, F, any F you want, any G you want. Second line of the singing starts with the same A minor 7, does not have a fill, but you could add the fill if you wanted to. Do a D minor just the same. And now we're going to do G for just half as long. Into this chord, which I'm calling question mark exclamation point. It's just, it sounds right? D open, G open, 1-1 on B and E for now that double length time. So second line of singing A minor 7. D minor, a short G to question mark exclamation point chord into the leading me on part. Alright, leading me on, it's F minor. That is like F bar chord but without your middle finger. So 1, 3, 3 to C sharp major starting on the A string 4, 6, 6, 6, C minor, that's 3, 5, 5, 4 to F major. And then you do that all again. F minor, C sharp, C minor, F major to the ah part, C minor, F, C minor, into the inter thingy, which is G to question mark exclamation point chord. And there's a fill here, it's going to be D3, open G, 2 open, land on D3. That is a Zen move that will feel very good. I like open D first there. Add another syllable. Do it or not, doesn't matter. G, question mark exclamation point chord. do it again, but there's no fill the second time. Put it there if you want. He just strums away and then lands on an A minor to ring out before he goes through the whole thing again. But of course, just like the real song, the next time it goes through, it cuts some measures out here and there. But between this piece of paper and Mr. Kirby's Kirby cover of this Kirby song, you should have all the information that you need to work out a Campfire version of Robert Plant's Big Log. Jason, thank you so much again. Everybody else, thank you so much for being here. I will see you next time with more stuff. That was a mission. Goodbye.